Hello everyone, it's Angel Sora, and today I am unboxing the Scuf Infinity 4 PS Pro. So I wanted a customized gaming controller, so there are different brands. I decided to go with Scuf. It's a little bit more on the expensive side, but I like how you could customize it in a lot of different options. So if I look on the back, you can customize, you can see all the colors over here. You can customize everything from the shell, so the front part over here. You can get a special grip if you want. You can customize these locking rings, so they come in different colors that show it down here. You can change them, so if you want to swap them out, you could. Also, the actual control stick, you can take those out and switch them to different kinds as well. There's also paddles on the back, which allow you to remap any of the front-facing buttons, so majority of these here, to the back panels, which is pretty cool. And then the triggers also are adjustable as well. So let's open this up, and you'll see how I wanted to customize it. So inside the box, they give you a little card saying welcome, instruction manual with instructions in different languages, and then you have the actual controller. So before we move on to that, other things that are in the box, you have other triggers. So this one is a very long trigger, if you guys could see that, compared to the regular trigger. And this is a key, if you could see that like that. Here we go. So this looks like a metal rod, but it's kind of like a very small Allen wrench that you can use to adjust certain things. And the last thing that comes in the box is this, and this little mechanism allows you to change out the rings. So the color I decided to go with is called light gray. Other times it's called wolf gray. So this is one of the grays that you can get. This is the lighter one, obviously. The other one being graphite, which is a darker gray. That's the one I originally wanted to go with, but they were sold out. But in the end, after looking at both grays, I went with the lighter one, and I'm quite happy with it. I went with light blue lock rings, because I like light blue. And then on the triggers, I went with light blue here. This trigger you could also customize a couple of different colors too. Well, several different colors. I couldn't get in the light blue though, but you can customize these two colors as well, which is pretty cool. The buttons over here, you could definitely customize, and I was debating on getting it in the light blue or another color. But I like being able to, at least for this, I like being able to look at the symbols. You know, better gamers would probably be able to know and remember, where all the buttons are, but I like to look at them. Instead of having the regular standard PlayStation button here, it's the Scuf icon. And then they're not labeled, but this is the share button, and this is the options button. On the back, you have the two paddles, so they're clicky. This lights up just like the regular PS4, and then these are the two triggers. Hold it sideways as well, and they are adjustable. To compare the 4PS and the regular PS4 controller, they visually look the same from the front. They have all the buttons in the same configurations. If I tilt it down, I know it's a little bit hard to tell because of the shadow, but the 4PS, the control sticks, are a little bit longer than the regular PS4 controller. Not by much, just a little bit. And then these are the regular control sticks, whereas there are ones that are also a little bit taller than this, and these are also concave. which are very similar to these. These are not truly concave. This is kind of, it's actually domed a little bit on the inside, and then it has a ridge around it, if you could see. So it's not really concave, but I liked the feeling of being able to lock my finger or lock my thumb in here and have a groove to grip onto. So that's why I went with the concave, so I can stick my finger in there and I have better control. On the back, again, looks almost identical. Again, the triggers here are just a little bit longer, so you can reach. It actually has a little, let me turn it, this groove right here, which is not on the original. Again, a little bit more surface area, and you could put the longer extended triggers if you want. And obviously on the back, this one has paddles, this does not. But overall, they're pretty much the same thing. I think this part is angled a little bit more, but again, you can't really feel the difference. So overall, it's identical. But this you can actually customize, and this stays the same. Now, besides customizing the colors and whatnot, there are things that you can do at home to customize it. So on the back here, this is actually a trigger cover. This is not the actual trigger itself. So to remove it, you would push up like this. See if you can see the trigger going down, and then you pull it out. And this will allow you, if you can see that tiny little hole, that's where this pin goes into, and you twist it, and it allows you to have more of a, I think the word is hairline trigger. Basically, it's a lot more sensitive and will activate sooner, or can activate gradually, I believe. I probably don't have a use for it as of right now, but it's definitely good to know that I can customize it to do so. The next thing that you can customize are the actual control sticks or joysticks themselves. You're going to take this tool and stick it into the little grooves and turn it to the left. And then originally I thought it was stuck, but you just need to give it a firm pull, just like so. And then the ring and the control stick or joystick will come off, and you can swap both of these out. And then when you're done, you just stick this back on and on here. It takes a little bit of finagling to get it on, but another thing to look at, again, it's kind of hard to see with a light, but this is not round. This part is not round. It's actually kind of, you can imagine a rectangle, so it's flat on two sides, but curved on the top and the bottom. So you want to line that up as best as you can, push down, make sure it's still free with movement, and then you can place this back on, and then give it a twist. The last thing you can customize in-house is whether or not you want to keep the paddles. So they're on a little track on one side each. So you just lift it up a little bit and push it forwards, and it pops off pretty easily. And then to put it on, you're going to line up the little ridge of the track on the side, push it down, and then slide it back. And now it's in. I went with no grip, but you could get a bumpy grip. They have a nice name for it, but I can't think of it right now. But they have a nice grip that you could, in case your hands get sweaty, or if you want something that is not slippery. I don't really find it slippery, but it feels the same as the standard PS4 controller, so if you don't mind it, then you can go without it. And that is my review of this controller. I'm very excited to use it. I'll probably post an update of how it actually functions, but pretty much it's just plug and play. You just press the button, and it turns on, and it should function exactly like a PS4 controller, just, you know, customized, and you can tweak a few different things as well. But I'm very excited to use this. You'll probably be seeing this controller a lot when I do some live streams. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews and unboxing videos. See you later.